So I haven't done a video on Maximum Football in a while, and the last time I posted a video talking about Maximum Football, it was me explaining why I hadn't posted a video about Maximum Football. And I'm not going to go into detail because I explained in that video why I had stopped. It wasn't that I just had no faith in the game anymore or anything like that. It was just a more in-depth version of me explaining that until they finally release the full features of the game, because it's still technically in beta form, then I couldn't really invest a lot of time, energy, and effort into it. And it's technically been in beta mode for like 3 years now, 2 or 3 years now. And they slowly add more or release more to it. But at the time, they hadn't even had franchise mode released yet. But one of the main things that got me excited about Maximum Football when they first announced that they were working on a newer version of the game was the fact that you do have abilities to play a college version and a pro sports version, but not just be able to play both versions, but be able to intertwine the both of them, being able to bring your players from your dynasty over into franchise mode without having to have two different games. It's all one game. You can simultaneously bring those players from your dynasty over into the franchise mode. Well, once they released the beta and everything like that, the only thing accessible was dynasty and a lot of limited features. No franchise, no nothing. It was very limited on the customization, and they slowly started adding more over time, but it just was too limited. And that's why I stopped investing time and energy in it and said that I would wait till they started releasing more and opening the game up. Well, now they finally decided that they're going to unlock the franchise mode option, and they're giving details in this video here. And I haven't watched it yet, but I'm about to watch it. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to give you my live reaction.
Welcome to Maximum Football, where you build football your way. Franchise Mode delivers a fully customizable pro football experience that puts you in complete control of your team, your league, and your legacy. And yes, we know what you're waiting to hear. Franchise Mode launches December 9th, 2025. That's when you'll be able to expand your football universe into the professional ranks. Let's take a closer look at what's waiting for you. Franchise Mode is
real quick before we let them get into the whole franchise mode conversation. Just the whole backdrop and layout. I know this is franchise mode, but it's giving me vibes of throwback NCAA football like 2004, 2005. It low-key looked like a dorm more than it did an office, but I like it. It's giving me throwback vibes right there, but we'll go ahead and continue on.
Is all about freedom. It starts in the league setup screen, where you'll have more customization options than ever before. You can choose the kind of league you want to build. A 32-team league for that classic pro setup, an 8-team spring-style league for quick seasons, a 12-team throwback inspired by the original 80s spring football, or something different, like 16 or 24-team leagues for your own fictional universe. You can customize everything: teams, conferences, divisions, even how your rules work on the field. From overtime settings, kickoff types, and hash mark width, to scoring rules, 2-minute warnings, and clock management. Rules can be tuned exactly how you want it.
Pause it right there. I like the fact that they have things like for the kickoff option, you have the option to have a standard kickoff, or you have the option to have the kickoff set up like it is right now currently in the NFL, where they have the new rule where nobody can get a head start. Everybody lines up right there in the middle of the field. Well, not in the middle of the field, but around like the 35-yard line or so. And they can't start blocking or interacting with each other until the kick returner gets the ball. So the fact that we have the option to set it to the classic kickoff return or to the modern kickoff return is pretty dope that they added that feature in too, as well as customizing the type of league that you have. So what's fresh about this is in my Madden league, we have it's fully not full of users, but we have about 16, sometimes 16 to 20 users in there. It's never really full, but we do play those CPU games. It's nice to know that in this game, if we only had 12 users, if we only had 14 users, we could set the league to however many users we have, and it could be a fully customized user controlled league instead of having open CPU spots. So that's pretty dope right there. Let's get into it more. Let's see what more they have to say about it.
When you're done, import your custom teams, organize your conferences, and hire your coaching staff to start your journey.
Again, more customization. I'm trying not to stop too much. The whole aspect about being fully customizable is so refreshing. You've never seen a game do anything like this before. Being able to import all your teams, being able to customize conferences, customize divisions, so on and so. Besides college football games, being able to customize conferences and divisions and everything. But as far as like NFL, maybe early 2000s games, I can't really remember customizing those divisions and everything like that. But having everything fully customizable here is extremely dope, and I can't wait to see what else they bring. Again, is it enough to make me want to go ahead and start investing time in the game? I don't know that yet. I don't know. I want to have the full access to the whole game and not be restricted on any aspect. Like the last time I was really invested trying to play, when I was trying to create a team, it wouldn't let me edit the players' weight. It only let me edit their height. None of that. So I don't know if this game is as restricted as it was then, but we shall soon see. Let's continue.
Now, this is where Maximum Football truly stands apart. The connection between Dynasty Mode and Franchise Mode. When setting up your franchise, you can link it to one of your existing dynasties. Every graduating senior from your college programs becomes a real prospect in your franchise draft. Even if you play years ahead in your dynasty, the game always pulls the right graduating class into your draft board.
That's dope. That's extremely dope. So you, from the jump, you immediately link the dynasty to the franchise, and you can play ahead and it won't have an impact. The franchise will automatically know where you're at and what class to pull from. What game is doing it? What company is doing that right now? EA and other companies can learn a lot from this. And when I say other companies, it's because this isn't a licensed game. Other companies can do a similar thing to what Maximum Entertainment is doing with Maximum Football. You don't have to have a license. Jump out there and create a generic game and give us full customization settings, everything, every aspect, whether it be creating teams, creating divisions, conferences, rules, you name it. This game is endless when it comes to the amount of opportunity that you have as a user to fully customize and create your experience. And I feel like a lot of other companies can do that. Like, this could have been something that 2K could have done a long time ago. They already proven it with All Pro Football. You didn't have a license. All you did was have a license to former NFL legends, but it didn't stop you from being able to create a legendary game. 2K can come right back out, do a similar thing, and they have the tools. They have a good base from just off of the All Pro Football 2K8 games, just off of NFL 2K. All they have to do is tweak and manipulate a couple things, and they can do the same thing. A lot of companies can compete with Madden if they do a similar thing. But Maximum Entertainment is going in the right direction with Maximum Football, because this is really hard to explain. You can't really explain this. This is dope. This is too dope right here.
That means your college stars can go pro, and your football universe stays connected across seasons. Franchise mode also brings a new layer of stadium management.
Oh my God.
Each team starts with its own home.
This is fire. This gives me flashbacks. I know I said earlier how the backdrop was giving me flashbacks of like NCAA football 2005 or 05, 06 era, but this gives me flashbacks of Madden 2005 and the customization about franchise and being an owner and being able to set concession prices, memorabilia prices, so on and so forth. The merch, everything. Like, who doesn't find this dope? This is letting me know that Maximum Football is definitely going in the right direction, and I see why they have taken so long to release certain aspects of the game, because they have still been working on it. So as people are playing and enjoying what little bit they have been incorporating in the game, they're working on the other things behind the scenes. And at this point, if they keep up this pace, they could end up making this game great. All they really have to do is work a little bit more on the gameplay. And when I say gameplay, I really mean like the animations, the way the players move and things of that nature. And maybe work on the graphics a little more, body types, builds of players, so on and so forth. But man, they are really heading in the right direction. And I love what I'm seeing right now.
Stadium, but this time you'll focus on upgrading and improving it instead of replacing it. Unlock new amenities, boost your revenue, and make your venue one of the toughest places to play. You'll also control tiered ticket pricing, setting values for general seats, premium sections, and luxury suites. Finding that perfect balance between fan turnout and profit will be key to long-term success. Running a franchise is about more than what happens on the field, and that's why new staff roles have been added to shape your front office. Your marketing director secures sponsorships and promotional deals. A good one means more money.
Real quick, this is fire. This is fire. I know Madden has the franchise staff and having assistant coaches, the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, so on and so forth, but they really sell it right here. Like just the whole depiction of your staff and visualizing your staff and being able to have sponsorships and just the different like archetypes and things that you have, the way they sell it to you on here, you can tell that they're invested in this. And it's not as bland and generic as Madden is. Even with Madden upgrading it the way that they have this year, it's still, it doesn't look like this. This is awesome. And again, another thing let me know that Maximum Football is heading in the right direction.
Flowing into your franchise. Your team doctor keeps players healthy and manages recovery timelines. The better their expertise, the more accurate your injury reports will be. And your accountant manages your budget, finds cheaper upgrades, and keeps your team compliant with the salary cap.
Damn, so you have an accountant now too? That's something you don't have in Madden. So you have a team doctor, you have a marketing team, and you have an accountant on top of the coaching staff? Man, come on now.
Each role adds depth and realism to managing your organization. Franchise mode also expands your coaching staff. Every team will have a head coach, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator, each with their own play style and attributes. Each week, your coaches deliver game plans, scouting reports, and preparation bonuses that give your players a temporary boost before kickoff. Build a cohesive staff that fits your scheme, and your team will grow stronger, faster.
This just looks aesthetically pleasing. It looks aesthetically better than Madden. Like, how can you not be excited about something like this? Like I said, they're heading in the right direction. They're not there yet, but they are heading in the right direction, and I love it.
Building a championship team comes down to 3 pillars: free agency, trading, and the draft. In free agency, every free agent sets their own expected contract value. It's up to you to offer a deal that meets their expectations or risk losing them to another team. Players weigh your offers based on money, guarantees, team prestige, and other factors. Some will sign fast, and others will make you sweat week to week as they field more offers. The trade system rewards smart negotiations. Teams evaluate offers based on player ratings, age, contract length, depth, morale, and injury history. Push too hard, and you might find yourself locked out of negotiations temporarily, because yes, teams remember how you deal with them. At the end of every season, it's time for the pro draft.
That's crazy. The fact that, oh man, I'm about to let the video just play out even more. Screw it. I'm about to let the video play out. That's crazy though, that the fact that if you lowball a team on a certain trade and then it falls through and you decide to go trade with somebody else later on down the line, once you try to come back and trade with that team again, they'll remember how you tried to negotiate with them before. Man, come on. What other game is doing this? What other game is doing this right now? This is fire.
If your franchise is connected to a dynasty, you'll see your own college stars among the draft class. If not, a generated class will fill the board. And any undrafted players, they'll hit the free agency pool as available prospects. Franchise mode is the ultimate expression of what Maximum Football is all about. Freedom, creativity, and control. From shaping your league to scouting your dynasty graduates, every decision you make will shape your football universe. Franchise Mode launches December 9th, 2025. So start planning your teams, refining your rules, and preparing to build your legacy. Because in Maximum Football, the future of football is in your hands.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This has me pretty excited. No lie. This has me pretty excited, and I'm almost on the verge of being willing to invest more time in Maximum Football, or invest time in Maximum Football again. I'm almost there. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to hop on the game and see if some of the restrictions that was holding me back from wanting to invest time in it have been taken away. I'm going to have to see. If they have, then I might be all in to be willing to invest more time into Maximum Football. But some of the things that were holding me back, why I wasn't really ready to go ahead and go all in, was like, for one, yeah, we do have full customization as far as roster creating is concerned, as far as team creation is concerned, uploading logos, downloading logos, etc. But we were restricted on things like where we can put logos, how many logos we could put. Now, I have noticed, I have been paying attention over time, that they have gave you the option to put more logos and put them in different places. That's cool. But one of the main things that I was looking forward to was a feature, which they mentioned before the game came out, is the feature to be able to roster share. And right now, they just currently do not have a roster share. And with everything that I do between Madden, college football, 2K, then everything outside of this gaming channel and everything, I don't have the time to sit up there and create a whole roster. So if we don't have the ability to share rosters yet, I'm not really willing to go ahead and go all in, because I want to be able to download somebody's roster that has all of the college football teams, that has all of the players. And I want to be able to download somebody's roster that has all of the NFL teams and NFL players. I can create the teams all I want to, but sitting up there and creating the players, I can't do that. I would much rather be able to download that. So I'll have to take a peek to see if that's a feature. I don't think so, because I get all the updates from Maximum Football and I haven't seen that yet, but I will get on and try to see if it's there. But man, this whole announcement of this franchise deep dive and what's to come with the franchise mode, it does have me excited and wanting to go back to the game, but I can't play a game that's all generic players. I know that that's what this game is, but I'm invested in it because of the fact that we can fully customize it. But I'm not going to sit up there and create everybody. I'd like to have access to, whether it's a group of users creating it together or what. I would even be willing to create with a group of users myself on players. I just can't create these whole rosters. But once that becomes available, you might start seeing more Maximum Football content from me coming soon. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Do y'all feel like this is a plus? Do y'all feel like this is motivation to make you want to invest time in Maximum Football? Which at the end of the day, like, I have my reasons for why I haven't been playing, but it's not because of the gameplay or anything like that. Yes, the gameplay is behind and Madden and college football and everything like that. It's expected to be. This is not a big mega entertainment company. They're a low budget entertainment company, but the fact that they are low budget and they are able to create something like this it shows how much of a disgrace EA is and what they are doing and how they claim they're limited on certain things. In order to see more competition and in order to boost somebody to the point where they're dethroning a EA, we have to support games like this. And sometimes you just got to get past the whole visual aspect or the gameplay wise, which the gameplay isn't terrible. The graphics aren't terrible. They're not Madden. They're not college football. They're not 2K. And when I say 2K, I mean like NBA 2K, not like prior 2Ks. It's definitely better than that. But it's still an enjoyable game. It's a far more enjoyable game than what Madden and college football appears to be. They just give you way more to keep you entertained for way longer. The only way they can continue to build and make this game better is if we support them. If we don't support them, they can't keep increasing They can't keep improving this game. And that's what they need. They need our support. So like I said, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. As always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with more Maximum Football content and other sports gaming content as well. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time.